Welcome back to the Youth Academy RTG, lads. By the time you see this, you'll know whether it's come home or whether it's gone Rome. As of recording, it is 2 PM, the afternoon of the Euro 2020 final, and bit nervous, to be honest. Little bit fucking nervous. So forgive me if I'm a little bit off today, but I shall try and provide the usual. We start with a game in the FA Cup against Bournemouth with I'm just going to dive straight in and simulate because we have bigger things to fry. Bigger fish to fry. Oh, we're out of the FA Cup anyway. We have bigger fish to fry today. We've Arsenal, who just lost 3-0 to Manchester City, coming up in the Premier League. Arsenal actually not having a very good season, all told so far, down in 9th. Then there's Brighton. But not as you'd imagine. Brighton in the Europa League round of 16. So we'll play the away leg. Hopefully, we'll get such a strong result that we can then sim the second leg like we did with Salzburg. And then we'll play Manchester United at the end of the episode. That's the plan. Let's see if the plan can come to fruition. We're at the FA Cup now. We've already won that competition in this save, so I'm not too disheartened by that. Obviously, you can see that some of the 11 are struggling for a little bit of fitness because of the nature of the fixture list. So we will take a couple out and rotate a little bit. Gonzalez can come in for Van der Voort. And actually, for the very first time, Nibs is going to get the opportunity. And the opportunity is going to come at striker rather than on the right-hand side of midfield. Let's see what he is all about. It'll be quite a way to introduce yourself to the fans by getting yourself on the score sheet and helping us win away from home at the Emirates. You can see Arsenal's lineup on the left-hand side there. They too struggling a little bit with some fitness issues, but it's a very strong side. James Maddison, Macias, Buendia on the right, Koundé at the back. Dimitrovic has been very good in goal for them too whenever we played against them. So hopefully their woes in the league continue and we can maintain our top 4 spot. Nice ball into Macias. Back to Guedes and Guerrero. Nice foot in by Rodri. He's not going to get to the loose ball though. Here's Macias. Well, that was all about the footwork. He went one way, I committed, and he immediately, with a second touch, went the other and then had loads of space. The first chance of the game ends in the first goal of the game, and it was all about his first touch, or first and second touch. Knocks it up one way, so obviously I commit to go to that direction, and then that second touch just completely wrong foots Jenkins, and he's got all the time in the world to pick his spot. That's a fantastic goal from Arsenal, and they lead by a goal to 0 here at the Emirates. Not the start we were dreaming of. Ball scooped across to Nagy, down the line to Matias Gonzalez, who's onside, lifted in. Oh, Salim's not the tallest. Well, Holland is going to have to rise above a player that's taller than him as well. Was able to do it. Hefte. Oh, Nibs just can't quite sort his feet out. He's right-footed, Nibs, but he does have a 5-star weak foot, so he should be able to score the goals on either side. Should the opportunity present itself to him, which as of yet it hasn't. One opportunity for Arsenal, and the sole chance on goal has led to them taking the lead. Oh, God. Maddison into Macias. Well in, Pumphrey. Try a little bit of misdirection with a change of direction myself, actually. And Gonzalez will find Salem here. And Nibs is with me, but I'm not going to use him because I've absolute faith in my golden boot boy. Tamar Salem leaping over the advertising warnings to celebrate right in front of the devastated Arsenal fans. Equaliser. Arsenal want to get back towards those European spots, but not if I have anything to say about it. We want to finish in the top 4, thank you very much. And Samar is on his way to firing us there. Arsenal with a free kick. Maddison will throw it into the mixer again. I thought he was going to flick that on perhaps there, Guerrero, and try and find a man racing through in behind the defensive line, but he's not opted for that option. And as such, we can now perhaps cause them some issues. Ball quickly to Lazovic. Nibs is through there. Now, what's his dribbling like? I don't know how developed he is as a player. He's not massively high rated. Still only like 79 or 80, wasn't it, Gonzalez? Back to Nagy. Delivered not really that well, but Nibs put some pressure on the defence there. And we've got them making mistakes at the back. Anywhere will do for the goalkeeper there. That was absolutely slashed high and away and nowhere near a teammate. Nibs Back to Lazovic. I'll lay this in front of Mulholland. Poke it quickly there to Gonzalez. Then time it to Nagy, who can drill it into the middle and have it blocked by Guerrero. Mulholland. Whip it into the middle and have it cleared by Osei Tutu. I'm trying to keep the pressure on here. Nibs. Bull. Back in. Hefte. Matthias through that gap. Oh, trying to put the pressure on again. Got Arsenal pinned. Properly pinned. Nibs. Wasn't where it's supposed to go, but it's where it's ended up. We've still got it. Nibs across to Salim. Salim through the gap to Matthias Gonzalez. Matthias Gonzalez, good save by Dimitrovic. That was the clearest cut of the opportunities that we've created in this passage of play. But still, we can't find a second goal against Arsenal. Mulholland's quickly out wide to Nagy. Nagy trying to find Matthias Gonzalez. It's Salim. Salim! Oh! That was a disgusting finish. I don't think he could have found the top corner any more emphatically there. Samar Salim, golden boots boy at it again. Lovely turn. And on the left foot, keeper can only stand and stare. No apologies. That is buried in the top corner. Matthias. I was going to go for a 1-2 there, but he kind of got bumped off by the defender. And by the time I made a decision about where I wanted to go next after that, I haven't got the ball anymore. Nice tackle, though, by Nagy. The defence are really starting to improve now, and it's I mean, how is that not a foul? You can literally see him push him in the back and tumble him to the ground. What is that all about? Salim on a hat-trick. And I'm going to send the defender. He's left Davinson Sanchez for dead. But he's risen from the dead to put in a lovely resurrection tackle. Still 2-1. Oh, that could have been game right there. A hat-trick for Salim and 3 points for us. Guedes plays that back to Maximovic. Into the Portuguese again. Guerrero. He's done well. That's not the best of crosses. Jenkins can calmly bring that down. I'm going to switch this quickly to Lucas Ball. Bring it down and spin. There you go. The defender overcommitted. Gunter's off the bench for them. He's not necessarily going to be earning himself a start with that sort of performance. And surely Hefte. That's a good save by Dimitrovic. Maybe I should have crossed it a pace earlier so they had a little bit more space to get the shot away. We've come close to a third goal on a couple of occasions now. But whilst it still remains just the one, Arsenal really do stand a chance to get themselves an equaliser because the game's getting stretched, as you can see. The ball flying from side to side, whether that be up and down the pitch or width-wise. Ping to Emi Buendia. Oh, Jenkins, that was superb. I keep continuing to say that the defence is the weakest part of the side and that we want to improve or feel like we need to improve if we're to get to the very, very top of English and European football. Jenkins just keeps growing and keeps performing as well. We've gone up the other end and Hefte has buried that into the back of the net really nicely indeed. Mulholland is coming off in a moment. Salim with the assist through the legs of Davinson Sanchez. Mulholland's coming off and Pumphrey's coming off. I'm bringing on both Vidal Pereus to hopefully now help us hold on to a 3-1 lead rather than just a 2-1 lead. So I'm pretty sure we'll get the victory now. That third goal has been coming and finally it's arrived. Nagy, Vidal Pereus, Hefte, Nibs, Lucas Bull, delivers, Salim. Oh my god. Oh, I was just entertaining myself as I didn't think anything was going to happen between now and the end of the game. Samar Salim's gone and scored himself a hat-trick. Not just a hat-trick, a perfect hat-trick. Right foot, left foot, noggin. Oh, dearie me. How Davinson Sanchez hasn't won that header, I have no idea. Samar Salim never wins headers in the middle. That's just terrible from Davinson Sanchez. And 4 for Barrow away from home at the Emirates. Arsenal falling to the wayside, and it's now becoming rather obvious why they're where they are this season. They might have some individually very talented players, but as a team, they've got nothing. We might have some players that aren't quite perhaps as high overall or individually talented as they perhaps could be or should be to be challenging at the top of the table. But as a team, we make the difference. A 4-1 win against Arsenal. And up next is that first leg away from home against Brighton in the Europa League. Henderson Pires in goal for Brighton. They're playing a 3-5-2 or 3-4-1-2 with Emil Forsberg behind Sargent and Patrick Bamford. Pace in Sargent. Finishing ability in Patrick Bamford. Creativity in Emil Forsberg. We played Brighton last year. Not last year. We played Brighton earlier on in the season, sorry, and drew by 1 apiece. And they're in Europe, so they obviously did well in the league last year as well. We can't write them off. Can't think that this is as straightforward as it perhaps could be. But provided we all do our jobs diligently and to the best of our ability, it should be a simple progression through to the quarterfinals. This might be another case of team over individuals. We have the better team, although we are more of a team than Arsenal. But Brighton certainly could prove to be the deadly team that's fallen very kindly for Bamford and hit an arm. So it will not count. He buried that very nicely indeed. That might be a massive factor come the end of these 2 ties, because we've not created much in this game so far, and neither have they, and I may be forced to play this second leg back at home if I can't see through a decent victory here. Brighton have a free kick in a really dangerous position. They could drill it, they could float it, they've gone for the latter. It's not worked. Kakare trying to continue to force him out wide if I can, and Hefte's stepped in from their own free kick where they've pushed men forward to try and get involved. We could get ourselves involved with an away goal. Oh, have I overrun it with Lucas Ball there? No. Henderson Perez made the save. I tried to go across goal actually. He's got horrible ball spot, the goalkeeper. Feel for him. Just fingertip stuff. I did try and pull it across goal as we usually do with Lucas Ball, but just didn't want to register there and he went towards the near post. We'll have another corner. Again, we'll look for Pumphrey. It was nowhere near him first time around. Oh, could have been right on the money second time if the keeper hadn't come for it. One of the worst ball spots I've seen on a footballer in FIFA ever, really. Bless him. Tudor, Hefte hit it early. Had to get it past the defenders in front of him, but the keeper right behind it again. Del Perey nicely to Tudor and just trying to waste time so that ball can arrive on the overlap. Oh, yes! Not! Jesus Christ, Lucas. He's gone cold again. He's a very hot and cold player, as we've mentioned recently, and he had been on fire in the past 2 or 3 episodes. Lucas Ball's lost it again. A chance in the first half that was misplaced. A chance in the second half that is gilt-edged and identical to half of the goals he's ever scored for the club. And he kicks it straight at the keeper. And then the header with an open goal at his mercy. And he puts it wide. And now, Ferreira should have puts in a wonderful challenge is what happens. I thought they might have been able to take a 1-0 lead there. They still could from the free kick. Perhaps they're making a change. Moda will take the free kick. Longman is off and Yari Vescherman is on. Bamford is stood over this. Free kick driven hard and low. And Van der Voort will get there and run off with it. Issa Diop shouldn't be able to cope with the pace of Van der Voort, and he can't. Right, Salem's in the middle. I've got Tudor there too. I'll use Tudor first. Then look for Salem. And then Henderson Pires makes another excellent save. This 1-0 lead just doesn't want to arrive, does it? Oh, Christ. Definitely going to have to play the second leg. Brighton with a free kick, 20 minutes to go. This is getting nervy now, and this is only the first leg. Kakare knocks that down, and Fran Beltran will work it out wide to Yari Vescherman. They're proving to not be as simple a fixture as I thought it was going to be. Yari Vescherman into the middle. Away, please, Ferreira. Ball brings it down. An away goal could be crucial because it's been so tight between the two. I think Van der Voort was offside there. He's buried it, but I'm pretty sure he was offside. He wasn't. How was he not offside? I just I mean, he's off. He's offside. Outside the area. What a finish. It was going to take something special to beat this goalkeeper, but was that something special? Jesus. Luis van der Voort, his first goal in Europe this season, and it could be the biggest goal of his entire career. Certainly is to this point. Who knows if he'll score bigger in the remainder of his time here at Barrow. But I was so certain that he was offside that I just took the shot. With all pressure gone, thinking that it doesn't matter what happens next, they're going to get a free kick anyway, I just let fly. Turns out that was the key. That was the key. Release the pressure. Take the weight off your shoulders. Just have a pop. And it worked. Brighton 0, Barrow 1. Still going to be a very, very tight tie all told. Unless we can have the most incredible finale to this fixture. But look at the shirts flooding forward to getting support here. I'm going to pull this back. And there's Hefte. Hefte! Great block by Issa Diop. Brilliant block by Issa Diop. He showed the intelligence there to back off. Ball with the delivery. Up goes Pumphrey. Lewis Dunk gets there first. Ball back to Nagy. And Hefte again. Hefte from distance. I think that took a deflection off Salem. And it'll be a goal kick. It did. Vidal Pereira. Van der Voort so far. The only man that's made the difference in this game. Can he do it again? Did that hit an arm of Diop? Not sure, you know. I think that might have hit him the forearm of Issa Diop there. And the referee has not seen it. Get this quickly forward if we can. There's still perhaps time. If I shoot now, it will get blocked. Ah, pass got blocked anyway. A 1-0 away leg win against Brighton and Hove Albion is certainly not enough to be confident that this tie is over. We will have to go and play the second leg back at home. But if we perform like that again, then we should find ourselves in the next round. Some big sides still left in this competition. Manchester United, Juventus still in here too. Napoli still playing. An injury to Mulholland that will keep him out for 4 weeks. It's a longer term one than we feared it might be. And Mulholland is going to have to come out. And Vidal Pereira will get his opportunity back in the starting lineup again. Brighton line-up slightly different to how they did before. Edwards on the left. Turner in goal. The goalkeeper played very well in the last game. Surprised to see him changed, because it certainly wasn't his mistake or anything, you wouldn't have thought, for my goal. Odd decisions from the manager. But maybe he felt like he had to change something to stand a chance, because we were genuinely the better side in that first leg. It's a lovely run by Hefte, who's in. Well, let's see. Can the goalkeeper do any better? You made the wrong decision, Gaffer. You made the wrong decision. Barrow 1, Brighton 0 in the 5th minute. That is the exact start that we needed. Edwards. Pump free. Not very much, pal. Quickly looking for Damian. Catch the defence on the back foot. Such confidence. Such confidence. 3-0 on aggregate now. 2-0 on the night. And you know what? I am so confident now. We will jump to result. Oh, I didn't think that was going to be quite as much of a risk as it turns out that it actually was. Edwards pulls one back, sorry, just after half time, and then just before the 90 minutes are up, Maxence Kakare equalises on the night and makes it 3-2. How's your heart rate, lads? Fucking hell. Manchester United to come next, then we will end the month with the played game against Manchester United. We could play Sociedad or Leipzig. Manchester United, Juventus, Sampdoria, Lyon or Villarreal in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. And that probably will get drawn sharpish and be upcoming at the end of the month, won't it? No, it has been drawn next month, and it's Villarreal that we've been drawn against. Right then, 4 emails. What are they? Salem apologising for something? They being subbed off at the best of times. Oh, calm down, mate. Needs to stay fit, is what I'll say. As if he's getting all airy about being subbed off. Calm your tits, my friend. Calm your tits. Right. Manchester United away. We are still 4th. Level on points with West Ham. But, as you can see, with 2 games in hand. Although, one of them is against Manchester United. Win this, and we can go just a point behind Liverpool. Win this, and we can be just 7 points off top spot. But it's no easy task, is it, to go to Old Trafford and get a victory? Manchester United with Dean Henderson in goal. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Ezri Konsa, Pau Torres and Luca Digne. Casemiro and Dennis Zakaria again. Bukayo Saka gets the start. Kudus, Rashford and Jonathan David. Rashford with 4 goals in his last 3 games. Options on the bench including Nabil Fekir as well. Man United second in the league. Definitely one of the best sides in this division. They're going well in the Europa League as well. We'll have to wait and see how far they can go in that competition compared to us. But they're certainly having a better league season than us. Saka. Kudus. Zakaria. I mean, it's just opened up for him. Oh. On his right. I mean, it did open up for him, but still, on his right foot to do that. Oh, talk about the parting of the blue sea. Jesus wept for the man in red. But Dennis, smack that home, don't you, son? Jesus wept. Shot power is purely all it took to get the ball past Vermeulen on that occasion. Only his 2nd goal of the season. But Manchester United are the side that take the early lead this time. And I won't be jumping to result on this occasion. I was nearly gave myself a heart attack in that game against Brighton when that result popped up. I had a little bit of a panic then. Out to Wan-Bissaka. Floated over to Jonathan David and Saka's there again. Wan-Bissaka, Vidal Pereira, Lazovic. Come on then. Ball's in behind Wan-Bissaka here. Now Aaron's quick. But he's not quick enough to deal with Lucas Ball. And Nibs. Again, back into the starting lineup. Oh, he surely would have scored if that found him. What an interception by the defender. Man United are a little bit tired, as are we. Hence why there are some slightly different names in the 11 on this occasion. Oh, can't believe that didn't find its way through. That would have been a obvious 1-1 opportunity. Kudus, Pumphrey flattens his man. Advantage played. Oh my god, the press from Casemiro. Jesus, wasn't ready for that. Bukayo Saka out to Jonathan David. What can the Canadian do here? Nice little back heel to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, I went for it. Dangled the leg. And there was the opportunity to go down then. Bukayo Saka slides in to make it 2-0. Really well worked. Any of the 3 of them could have had the shot. In the end, it's Saka that slides in to poke it over the line. If he does that for England this evening, I'll be absolutely delighted. But as it happens here at Old Trafford, not particularly too happy that he scored. Man United 2, Barrow 0. Kudus into Bukayo Saka. His goal currently giving them that little bit of extra cushion. But that cushion just got a little bit bigger. Kudus. Man United 3 in the 33rd minute. Barrow 0. This doesn't happen very often anymore. Unfortunately, it still does happen occasionally. Into Hefte. Going to have the overlapping run here of Lazovic. Starting to regret simulating the remainder of that Brighton game and playing this game today, to be honest. I think that might have been a bad decision, don't you? Nibs across to Vidal Pereira. Hugo doesn't score many goals at all. Was struck well enough. And on target, but a decent height for Dean Henderson and not so well struck power-wise that it was past the keeper. He was able to shift his feet, sort his legs out and get to it. Salem, is he onside here? He is not. Not that he can get the shot off anyway. We're going to be 3-0 down at half-time. Salem, Gonzalez and Nibs. Hefte. Is this the start of the comeback? Maybe. It was pure shot power that was too much for my goalkeeper at one end, and that was pure shot power that was too much for Dean Henderson at the other. a lifeline in this game before half-time. Nice run by Hefte from deep. And Nibs getting the assist. And yeah, just pure shot power. Wasn't right in the corner, was it? Well struck. And maybe, just maybe, the comeback is on. This is my go-to line. Rashford down the left. Back to Luca Digne and inside to Dennis Zakaria. Here's Nabil Fekir to Casemiro. And over the top, out to Bukayo Saka. Should keep it in. Does, although he didn't necessarily do it too confidently or competently. Casemiro doesn't score many, but he hit that well enough. Vermaelen with a good stop to tip it round the corner. Jonathan David. Nice little ball into Nabil Fekir. Space for Rashford. Is he onside? Ah. Doesn't matter whether he's onside or not, does it? He lined up for a shot, so I threw myself at it to try and block it. And he spun on the ball as I've arrived. Watch it. Just turns, and then it's just a clattering of legs. It's a yellow card for Nagy, and the changes I made to try and bring myself back into the game. Oh. Marcus Rashford. Just making a mockery of me, really. A little Panenka into the side netting, and Manchester United are dominating me here. We might be a really good side for Europa League level. Still a way to go for title challenging, though, it seems. My misery is put to an end. Manchester United 4, Barrow 1. That's not gone according to plan. Even close to it, has it? Absolute nightmare for us there. We were hoping to maybe close the gap on the top 3, and we're actually closer to falling out of the top 4 as it happens. Level on points with West Ham and purely only goal difference, keeping us inside that top 4 now. Although we do have a game in hand. So we could still progress further away, but we do still have Manchester City left to play this season, West Ham themselves, and Chelsea, as well as games against Everton as well, which is going to be particularly difficult, as they're in 6th and chasing us too. So there's still a lot more twists and turns in this tale before the end of this league season, before we know definitively what competition we'll be playing in Europe next year. But even if we do fall out of the top 4, we could still qualify for the Champions League via a win in the Europa League. So it could go any which way between now and the end of the year. I uploaded a video yesterday with regards to FIFA 22 career mode reveal. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.